the Illuminati.
Stephen Strange.
The Illuminati will see you now.
Did you love them? Did you hate them? Were you neutral about them?
Yeah, the Illuminati, when I first saw them, all I want to say is, like, I called it, kind of, by saying Black Bolt was going to be in this.
You sure did.
I didn't. I thought it was gonna be Vinny D, young Vin Diesel in the bitch, but
it would have been good.
That fool sucks. The other guy from the Inhumans was in it. That shit was fucking dope. I didn't call Captain Carter at all. I don't know if I said Reed Richards. I think you did. Yeah.
I think I said those two.
Yeah, I think I said some wild shit. I think the only one I really hit on was the Black Bolt call. You know, like I called my shot like Babe Ruth. Like,
Yeah, I think you got that when Dr. Xavier, you know, we got Dr. X. I got Dr. X. I think I got Mr. Fantastic, and Captain Carter. I don't know if I got anybody else, right? Those three for sure I got.
You know, talking about the little prediction shit. So going into this and actually watching it play out, it was definitely interesting seeing all of them interact. And like, this is the first time I ever experienced the Illuminati. I just heard of them. I seen the covers.
Me
I
too.
never read an issue where they're actually discussing a situation or how to resolve whatever the fuck. So it's my complete first introduction to it. So it was pretty cool seeing how it's kind of like, hey, like they're making some hard decisions. What the fuck are we gonna do with Strange? But there was no determination of whether he lives or dies. It was just a threat. Like, hey, we can kill you.
It was just kind of like a board meeting. But I feel like that scene was just way too fast. Like, not just that scene, but like the whole Illuminati, like, in the movie was just too quick for me. But I did cry when I
Our final member, Professor Charles Xavier.
Dr. X came out in like the OG 90s wheelchair, like, oh, and then they start playing the music. I'm like, my childhood, you know, like that shit was freaking great. But again, like I said, I love the X-Men, so like
that was awesome.
That was fan service to me.
Yeah, they pulled over a cartoon version of Professor X.
Yeah, that shit was the bomb.
To the MCU, and like that's what's interesting. Just like Inhumans was a thing that was that was a struggle between Feige and I think Perlmutter. You know, like
one of the
dudes used to do the MCU, and then they kicked him out to the TV side, and then like, he fucked up the TV side too. So I feel like this might be him flexing on him, being like, "Look at me use your character a lot better than you did, you soft ass bitch."
You stupid idiot.
Reed, John Krasinski as Reed. I think that's super fun.
Yeah.
Reed Richards, I gotta admit, like, you know, I don't like that guy really that much, but reading some of the shit that he's involved in, he's an interesting character. It's just not the most interesting character.
Yeah.
So
I like when Dr. X uses his powers to show Doctor Strange what happened to their universe as Doctor Strange. Like, he's doing like all the callbacks from the TV show.
Yeah.
And I really do enjoy that because we get to see his powers in play, and then we get Strange seeing that 838 universe. Strange didn't die, being the world's mightiest hero, which is usually a title designated to the Avengers, but I'm guessing in this universe there's no Avengers, there's Illuminati, because that's what we see in that when Dr. X is showing him that vision of how Black Bolt basically killed Dr. Stephen Strange because he was dream walking and doing things he wasn't supposed to be doing, and they decided that he was the greatest threat, and he agreed, which was crazy because they had used the Book of Ashanti to defeat Thanos and all that crazy stuff. So just that whole scene, and like, you know, Captain Carter, I loved her. Like, my favorite, like, hands down, the way they made her, the way she fought.
Yeah, she kept
everything.
her femininity, she kept her figure. Like, I didn't want to see no Abby Zilla as Cap. Like, it's fucking Agent Carter in the Captain Britain suit, and like, you know, the same curves that she had is the same curves that she has as Captain Carter, and you go, all right, cool, dude. Like, this is all.
She's a woman,
yeah. God dang, is that fucking hard?
Yeah, and like I feel like with her,
and it's not like she was like anything was
busting out. Exactly, that's exactly what I was just gonna say.
So
like
fucking
that
cool.
with that costume, you know, like we don't need her to be like sexy or anything. She's fully covered and she looks great. You know, the whole fight scene, you know, with the Illuminati, it just didn't like, you know, Black Bolt blowing up his brain.
Everybody kind of like one by one turns. Like I wanted to see them all go at it at once.
Me too. Like I wanted them to all run up like in you know, Endgame and Infinity War, you know, when they're all running up on Thanos. Like, I wanted that for Wanda. Like I said, like, I wanted this to be like Civil War, where we get those running scenes, like you're running towards the bad guy. Like, I feel like the fight scenes, all of the fight scenes were lackluster with Strange and Mordo. The Illuminati and Wanda, like you said, one by one, it's Black Bolt, then it's, you know, Mr. Fantastic getting string cheesed away, which was like super stupid. Freaking Captain Marvel getting smashed by a fucking statue. Like, you're kidding me. Like, a statue.
Not only that, but Captain Marvel and Captain Carter both have enough time to react and look at one another and go, I guess we gotta fight now. Like, yeah. What the fuck is going on,
like, why
guys?
weren't they fighting already? Like, when they're watching them get, like, shredded to pieces.
Yeah, why wasn't he like, okay, Black Bolt just fucking, like, all right, she's trying to get Mr. Fantastic. Yeah. Shoot with the beams. Yeah. Throw my shield. Like, what the fuck?
This didn't make sense because Captain Marvel has the power of one of the Infinity Stones, and that's where Wanda harvested her powers, was from an Infinity Stone too. So how are you telling me one power is greater than the other? Like, yeah, I get she's a witch, but like, to me it just doesn't make sense that she got crushed by a statue and she's dead. Like, it's just really hard for me to believe that.
Yeah, you wanted something a little harder, right?
Yeah, I wanted it to be cooler, and it just, like, that whole women's scene of them fighting sucked. Like, it sucked. It wasn't like the end game scene where all of the girls got together and they were running, and that shit was badass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was cool. This was so, like, again, lackluster.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that scene either. Like, I watching that go, okay. It's just tough. Like, if you made an all females Avenger, it's like, all right, like, what's the reason you're gonna go? All right, we're gonna go and do our own mission, and no boys allowed.
Sense. It just doesn't make sense. And like, with this whole scene with Wanda, Captain Carter, and Marvel, it's like, it just sucked. And Captain Carter gets sliced in half. Like, really? Like, she didn't have enough reaction time? Like, I don't know. It just sucked for me. It really did.
I think what sucks about it is Illuminati compared to the Avengers. The Avengers have some sort of, like, chain of command where, like, it's Captain America and he's the leader and he's barking orders, even though Tony Stark might be smarter or Thor might be stronger, or, you know what I mean? Like, there's...
It's strategic is what you're saying.
Hulk might... You know, yeah, it's just dope, and like, that's what I would have loved to see the Illuminati. Like, you can't say Reed Richards is the leader because he gets offed quick, and you can't even say Captain Carter. She's not barking commands, and like I said, it is a little bit of a letdown seeing how it plays out. But I think what they're trying to show you is the raw power that Wanda has and the absolute, like, I guess, playground the world can be for her, where anything's fucking possible. And like the whole group attacking him. I think it would have been fun if all four of them attack him, and then as she's trying to, like, spin these plates and try to turn her attention to all these threats, that she removes Black Bolt's mouth, you know? And then after she removes Black Bolt's mouth, she's trying to fight the other ones, and then once she has a chance to return to Black Bolt, she, like, breaks his arm or breaks a limb and causes him to, like, you know, scream in pain, which with no mouth, it, you know, bounces off the... You know, the mouth and back into the skull, and he died. Like, you know, I just wanted to see more chaos, and as opposed to she's just like, you're dead. You're
picking
dead.
him off.
You're
picking
dead.
him off.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay,
again, it's a disservice.
It's ruthless, and she's like this Terminator kind of threat.
Yeah.
But like, there's a better way to kind of showcase that. She took them out like they're almost Ultron bots. Like,
yeah, it
just took a little more thought, and like, come on, dude, like, this is the stupid Illuminati. You gotta show me some teamwork, show me some razzle dazzle, but the reshoots, the pandemic, not having everybody there together, I'm sure made everything fucky.
It's stupid. But like you had said earlier off, you were like, this is a meeting of the minds kind of the thing. So it's not like, they're strategic in that mind, like trying to avoid like future disasters and things like that. And it's not like where they have Captain America, who is the leader, who is, you know, we're going to do this, and if it's not him, it's Tony. You know what I mean? Like, someone's calling out the shots in their plays. Like, and with the Illuminati, it's like, okay, we're the medium of the minds. We're going to decide if you live or die.
Yeah,
and like,
it's Cap, because like, you think, remember about Endgame, and he does that speech? Like, it's not Tony that gives that speech.
No,
Tony says that shit in Avengers 2. No, isn't he like, oh, I just...
Lab's all set up, boss.
Oh, actually, he's the boss. I just pay for everything and design everything and make everyone look cooler.
I just pay for everything and make everybody look cool. Yeah, he's the boss or something like that. And it's true. And like, And here we don't get any of that. And that's why I feel like it was so rushed. Yeah, we got them. But again, I feel like I wanted more. And that's my problem with this movie, is that I didn't get what I wanted. And I feel like I'm not the only one who feels like that. And it ended up being lackluster, because why are we picking them off?
She's that much of a threat.
Yeah, but...
To be honest with you, like,
yeah, she is. Like,
you see her kind of, like, take Thanos' armor off in Endgame. And the movies have kind of been, like, nerfing her power set. This girl can be unstoppable if she fucking wants.
Wanted to, yeah.
She can have it all. It's just like, it's like, that's the thing. Like, it's gonna be the conflict within, and she had to have all those losses and the loss of vision to really hone in on her powers. Take her down this path. Yeah, like, you have to remove what
the unhinged, so that's where it comes in. I like when you were talking about, like, seeing them fight her, and it made me think about, like, a lot of the visual effects and the direction of this movie and the camera work. Like, I wish we would have had that scene, like, just the way you described, like, her fighting them all at once, but getting in that POV, like how we got with Christine fighting the demon, and it's like her face shaking and it's kind of like distorted. Like, I would have loved, like, the camera to have been on Wanda, and we don't really see Wanda, but we're seeing what Wanda's doing to them, and then we get the outside shot. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been like fucking balls crazy. Like, that, just thinking about it, like, they feel like that would have been so cool, but instead, like, we just get them picked off, and it's so again, like, my whole body feels like, ugh, like this. Just your explanation of, like, that and the way he uses the camera, if that was done, it would have been so mind fucking blowing. And maybe if we had that, I would have been, a little bit more impressed with this movie and not feel the way I do about it,
Right. Well, I do think it's dope that they introduce this group. I think it's going to be teased for Doctor Strange to start.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Mm-hmm. And not only that, the people that are teased, it's like Fantastic Four and X-Men, essentially, right?
Yeah.
They're basically telling the MCU as a whole, all the fandom is like, hey, like, they're coming, dude. And, like, not only that, they're in this movie. It's not Ralph Boner. It's fucking not some, like, potential, like, grizzly bear fucker in the Black Widow movie or whatever, or the Captain America. You know what I mean? Like,
some stupid shit.
Some fucking bullshit. It's not something like, oh, he might be a mutant. Like, no, like, they're here, bro. Like, a mutant's here and the Fantastic Four is here, dude. Like, and they're...
So, with you saying that, that's my gripe. Another gripe I have this movie is, like, we visited 3 places, 3 multiverses in this expansion, you know what I mean? And we only get one mutant, and we couldn't get more because they were going to take over the movie. Like, I don't know, it's too much for me.
I do wish the Illuminati, let's say for the Strange, let's say Doctor Strange 3, that it's himself, Strange, it's the White Vision, it's War Machine, it's the new Reed, it's the new Black Panther, the new the Ant-Man from the movies, just because he helped in Endgame, right? He's like a...
I like it a lot. I just feel like it should have been more. It was just too quick for me. They died too quickly. Didn't like the way they died. It was not for me.
And the smartest man alive, Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four.
Hello, Stephen. Fantastic Four. Didn't you guys chart in the 60s?
I'm sorry, is this a joke to you?
Strange also has a comment to Reed. He's like, the Fantastic Four, didn't you guys chart in the 60s or whatever the fuck, top in the 60s? And what if the Fantastic Four and the MCU did disappear in the 60s? What if they're like one of the families? The only problem is that you would think they would have been mentioned or something.
Yeah.
It seems like a big enough event that people, I don't know. Who knows if they write it in that way, where they were always there. But
yeah, maybe.
Who knows? And then the Iron Legion, like the Ultron bots, it's weird having the Ultron bots with no Ant-Man, no Iron Man.
Yeah, they kind of creep me out. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I guess the implication there is that Reed developed the Ultron bots, which, again, the smartest man in the universe, I guess.
Unless we have Iron Man off screen, my Tom Cruise Iron Man. I wish.
Yeah, I wish.
Or, what did you say, Leo? Leo would have been good too.
Yeah, Leo, that would have been
Any of them. God damn, something more. Multiverse.
This is the problem. Like we talked about the death scenes. I do have a big problem with that. You see Cap throw her shield, and then it comes like right back at her. And how come like Cap? I think he has a thing that magnetically goes back to like his arm or some shit.
Yeah.
Why didn't she have the reaction time to like avoid it? Maybe Wanda's just too quick, but
I don't know. She's got a fucking jetpack.
Yeah, and she did have like I don't know. You're throwing this frisbee at this witch, and like you got to be prepared for this witch to throw it back at you. Even if it's not her, like
yeah, it's just disappointing. That's just how I feel about this movie. Disappointed.
Yeah, you definitely want to see different.
No, I wanted to see a lot more. It didn't even have to be different. It just needed more. Like, how can you call yourself a multiversal movie and not have multiple characters?
I think we want that for sure, 100%. But the MCU has to. They tested this movie, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like they're taking baby steps with the audience and going, okay, we're gonna do another Infinity War, guys. Like, this is gonna be a little different than the Stones. There's no time stone and space stone we're gathering. It's all gonna be fucked.
Yeah. I guess. But again, I'm still disappointed in it.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I wanted to see more. I wanted to see wild shit, but that didn't come.
Nope, not at all, and may never come because goddamn, I don't know about this phase.
Yeah, it will. I'm sure we're gonna get more shit.
So slow, and so many more Disney Plus shows.
I think there's been 13 projects since the start of Phase 3, and I mean, just think about how many projects were in the first couple phases,
Yeah.
Phase 1 was maybe 6 projects total,
much.
so
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
we already doubled that easily in Phase 4.
I know. I guess I'm just greedy now with everything that we've had, so I want more.
I'm with you. I want some more stuff too, but I feel like this movie was doing more bullshit, and this movie gave its actors a chance to shine.
What have you done?
There is a spell contained within those pages, corrosive to the soul, a desecration of reality itself, dreamwalking. We got a sister, Donna. She died when we were kids. We were playing on a frozen lake, and she fell through the ice. I couldn't save her. Sounds about right.
Presume about my life. Go back to hell.
Sorceress! Fortify your mind!
No Way Home had Norman Osborn, a lot of people who killed it, but I wasn't excited about Jamie Foxx. I wasn't excited about the Lizard. I wasn't even excited about the Sandman. Some of those guys didn't really do that great of a job, They just they played their note and they left,
basically
whatever.
You were there for Doc Ock and the Green Goblin.
Yeah, so out of all the Illuminati, I think Professor X is probably my favorite one that they introduced, just because his power set and his ability to believe in people, and he has this quote.
Just because someone stumbles, loses their way, it doesn't mean they're lost forever. Sometimes we all need a little help.
That I think ties back to Days of Futures Past.
It's beautiful. I love it. I think I cried when he said that quote too again. I was just like, God damn, this is why I love you, Dr. Charles Xavier. You are the best of the best. He's amazing. Yeah, and I think that's when he's talking to his younger self, and he's like, just because someone stumbles and loses their way doesn't mean they're lost forever. Right? And I think beautiful. Literally just got the chills again right now. Right, and then Professor X obviously says that to Strange as he's meeting them, and he tells him that, and he's like,
We will see what kind of Doctor Strange you are.